out in New Mexico among the cool tall pines, where the skies are always blue, the sun it always shines. There lies a little oval that's becoming world renowned, away high in the mountains called the Ruidoso Downs. Go, go, go head on. That's what you're gonna hear 'em sing and shout. Go, go, go head on. Come on there, old dishpan, don't let 'em block you out.
Action at the Downs begins in the early morning hours. The track becomes a beehive of activity. The horses are given their daily exercise. This helps sharpen them to be ready to parade eagerly postward when the time comes for them to run for the gold and the glory. Now racing is drawing near. The Downs has a unique admission gate, situated as they are in the valley of the mountains. You obtain both your admission and parking at this entrance, then drive to one of the many parking areas. This is Western country where the short horse is king, and the fans are making their selection for one of these dashes here at the home of the $130,000 All-American Futurity, the richest race per yard in racing history. This is an annual Labor Day event. And here in the winner's circle is winner of the Audie Murphy allowance, being presented a cooler by Audie Murphy himself. Just one of the many movie stars who frequent the Downs during the summer.
Go, go, go head on. That's what you're gonna hear 'em sing and shout.
They're running. Country Dynasty stumbled. Dublin on broke out at the start, but broke away fast down at the rail. Fast break for Crash Cartel, and it's Crash Cartel, the one they're going to have to catch. Crash Cartel, then Riddler B, followed up by Teller Me Brenda, but Crash Cartel just drew away from the beginning, crushes them by maybe 5, maybe 6.
It was just by chance, I guess. Judd Curl called me, asked me if I had room for him, said he was a really nice horse. Said he was the only horse that had outworked the fastest qualifier in the Heritage, and the horse had some problems early on, so they waited on him, some minor physical stuff, and so I'm just the lucky one that got him. I mean, I had the horse about 10 days, and we'd galloped the horse and breezed him just a little bit. The horse come in here and did everything perfect, and there wasn't anybody any more surprised than me. People always say they're sending you fast ones, but rarely they turn out like this. He's really, really intelligent, super smart. I told Judd, I said, you know, for the short time I've had him, I said, it could be the smartest horse I've ever had my hands on. The horse come back sound, and the race has to help him. It seems to always help him to get one in him, and so I expect the horse to run good. I mean, and it showed me anything but he's a professional about everything he does.
Go, go, go head on. That's what you're gonna hear 'em.
They're running. Off just a bit, awkward was Big Sluggo, but fast into stride now. Prince of Alexander goes with that one, followed up by Breeze, and then Wild Rock to the outside, but Prince of Alexander is now taken over. Big Sluggo had no response, and Prince of Alexander wins going away from Big Sluggo, then Breeze and Wild Rock.
I mean, before the race, he was coming up real good, doing, you know, everything that we asked him to do, you know, as far as, coming up to this race. The works were real good. As far as running as fast as he did, I mean, it was just impressive. He's high-spirited, and kind of got to take him slow. And, you know, when I got him, I called the horseshoer to come shoe him, you know, for the first time. As soon as he walked to him, he recognized him. He said, hey, this horse belonged to the Feliz Montaña. I said, yeah. He said, this horse is pretty honoring. I mean, hopefully he'll make it for the big dance. That's what everybody's here for, I guess, you know. Hopefully, you know, he came out good, so we'll see.
There's 50 days of racing, fun that you can't beat. High up in the mountains, away from that valley heat. Pari-mutuel bet, everything up on the square. High up in the hills in that cool mountain air. Go, go, go head on. Now that's what you'll hear them sing and shout. Go, go, go head on. Come on there, now dishpan, don't let them shut you out.
They're running. Good break from all. From between runners, Grayman is fast into stride, and now there goes a Stoli Angel. Splitting them is separate battle. Down along the inside, Required Fire, and Hosanna Says. On the far side, here comes Wicked Courage with a run, but Stoli Angel's in front. Stoli Angel from separate battle, then Wicked Courage.
Well, I trained for this Garland Shelton years ago. In fact, we qualified one for him called Lead the Field for the All-American here years ago. And I trained this filly's grandmother for him. And I hadn't had any horses for him in a year, and he called me this spring and asked me to take these horses back. And I said, sure. I'd always got along with him. He's been a real nice guy. And so he sent me 5 2-year-olds, and this was one of them. This filly here has just got a real, she's just as kind as she can be. She's very smart. She's an easy keeper. She sleeps when she's not eating. She's usually sleeping, but she's a real sweet filly. She's real good to work with. We won the Ruidoso Futurity several years ago with another filly called Fighting Jane, and she was like this filly. She was one of the lower end of the barn when we first got here, and she just progressively got better. And this filly's on the come too. She's getting better all the time. The distance is not going to hurt her, and naturally, she's got to have a good trip, but I think she's got enough talent to do real well in the finals.
I bought him out at the Ruidoso sale. I seen him over there, and he was little bitty. I mean, little bitty. But I kept looking at him. I looked at him like 10 times, and there was something about him I liked. I don't have a clue what it was. So my sweetie made fun of me. She said, you always like to buy big colts, and now you bought the littlest colt in the sale. He can run a lot. His race was a disaster. I don't know how he qualified. He reared. When he come out of the gates, he'd reared, throwed his head up and reared. Then he got to rolling, and something spooked him, I guess, and he ducked to the right, then straightened back out and come a run and got up for second and qualified.
Go, go head on. That's what you're gonna hear.
They're running. I'm a Patriot 2 came away fast. PJ Chicken Black is next. Center of the course, we have Betty Gunn, and then me, Angela, at the rail, along with those trays. It is PJ Chicken Black now motoring away. PJ Chicken Black, then Betty Gunn, and Love of Queenie. PJ Chicken Black remains undefeated.
I had a mare that could really run. She went 4 in a row, and then she cracked a knee. But she's a big, fast, smart, good mare that I raised. And I didn't want to get rid of her, so I asked my buddy, Denny Bowen, who's also my horseshoer, if he wanted a foal share, I'd furnish the mare. And we split the filly. Broke her, got her going, and brought her to the point she's at today. In the trials Friday, she broke into the 9 horse, then come back to the left, and the 7 horse hit her in the bud. She changed gears, and she kept changing gears and changing gears and getting faster and faster, and I couldn't believe it. But it was nice to see.
Are you worried about accommodation? Here's a scene of just a few of the many modern motels we have waiting to serve you. And eat anything you want to please any kind of taste. Plan to fit any kind of pocketbook and any type of way. And in case you want to fly to save a day or two, we have one of the finest airports and service just for you. Just set your little jewel down and get up on the phone, and we'll be there waiting you as if you were at home.
Running off a step slow was Martin Ray. Headed out for the lead is Strongly along with Pyro. Center of the course in the pink is Jessa Star. Between runners, American Trooper, Jessa Star. Far side, he's mighty exclusive. Jessa Star, here comes, he's mighty exclusive. Jessa Star gonna hold off, he's mighty exclusive. Pyro is right.
I had a phone call in Remington Park. This owner called me and asked me if I would like to take this horse to run up here in New Mexico, but I had, he was going to run in Remington, and I started him once over there, run a nice second, and he got a little trouble, but he showed some promise. He lifted good, and down the racetrack, he was running really good. He looked around a little, but the other horse came to him, and the jockey said that he responded and got the win. But this race should set him perfect for this finals. I think I got a good shot. I took him back the other day, and he feels good to me, and I'm going to take him one more time this week, and I'm set. And if we had a little luck, we're going to grab a big part of it.
I've trained for Mr. Barrett for about 5 years, and he raised the colt, and we broke him down to El Paso, and we've had him ever since. He's been doing good. He was kind of moving around the gate a little bit and got away about a step late, but then the last 200 yards he really got to running and was closing ground, and we'll just tickled death the way he run. He's focused on a lot of stuff. He gets a little bit shook up once in a while, but he usually settles right down, and he tends to bend us, and I think he's going to get better all summer long.
Go head on. That's what you're gonna hear 'em.
They're running. Hopping at the start, unprepared, was Blazin' Rich. Headed out for the lead, fast into stride. Local Rojo Hombre on lane side, Don't Doubt the King. And now Don't Doubt the King. And then we have the far side. Here comes the Corona's Ice Maiden, and Corona's Ice Maiden blows by him. Corona's Ice Maiden, an easy winner. Then here, Chicky.
The filly was on the far outside, and she got a decent start. She kind of got a pretty good roll going, and she really finished strong. The filly just was full of run at the end of the race, and she come flying by, and we were just really pleased with the race. She was a first-time starter. It was her first race. The McCoys, Nancy McCoy, sent us this filly early in the year, and we got her broke at our ranch in Tularosa. My assistant trainer, Lisa Sawmell, and the boys at the ranch just did a great job of preparing these fillies. When they go 400 and 440, I think this filly will relish with extra distance. She definitely, she's a big, lanky filly, and she looks like she could really run down the racetrack, so we're really pleased with her.
We have the All-American, the only one of its kind. The purse, 100,000 for quarter horses, man, that's fine. There's races for the thoroughbreds, you ought to see them run. Now any kind of race you want to bet your money on. Go head on. Now that's just what
running. All came away well. Pajarita Sita now faster into stride, and Pajarita Sita has command. To the inside, Little Red Dasher, then Ivory Coast Girl down at the rail, captain debut, followed up by Tycoon, but it is all Pajarita Sita. She's going to cruise home to an effortless win. Pajarita Sita from Ivory Coast Girl. And
I made a bargain when I bought this filly. She has a little bit of problems, a little bit towed in, but I said for the price, she's a really, really good mare. And then when I got Pajarita Sita, and then we started breaking her, and she's done everything right since the beginning. She's really intelligent, has a really, really big heart, and she's really easy to get along with her. Everybody around this filly, my brother Arturo and John King, all these people around this filly have done a terrific job helping me out with this filly. I think we're doing a good job, and I think we're going to do a really, really good job in the final.
they're running. Headed out for the lead, Jess Azuman from the far side. Deal It toward the inside. Between runners is Navi. Then back down along the rail is the SS Encore. It is Jess Azuman battling with Deal It. Jess Azuman and then Deal It. Jess Azuman, winner by about 3/4 of a length from Deal It.
You know, Mr. Abrams and Heather and Teddy, we become friends. We sit beside each other up there in the turf club, and they decided that this year they were going to keep some of their horses and run here at Ruidoso, and they were really expecting this horse to be a really nice horse, and he really run his tail off. He's not a great big horse, but he looks like to me he can really run down the racetrack. And GR done a great job of riding him, and he got away from the gate really well and really responded on the end.
Jess Azuman, of course, was the first stall in the barn and kind of my knight in shining armor. He's a great horse, and I've loved working with him and all the other horses in the barn as well. But definitely was proud of all of them come the Futurity trial day, the opening day at the track. And it's just been a great experience for me. And to get to know each personality of each horse in the barn is just overwhelming. It's just fun.
Go, go ahead on. We cordially invite you all to be with us this year.
Go ahead on.
Go ahead on. Go ahead on.
Go ahead on.
Go ahead on. Go ahead on.
Go ahead on.
Go ahead on.
Go ahead. Go on. Go ahead on.
Bet your money on. Go ahead on. Now that's just what you're gonna hear. Go ahead on. We cordially invite you all to be with